Hello everyone and good day to you. Good evening. Happy summer. This is Roger from Grubus Games Unlimited with Dungeon Crusade and an awesome update. And we are going to do a huge scan over a lot of stuff I think you'll enjoy. Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great summer. I hope that you're staying safe and enjoying any games you may be playing, board games or video games. And I've been looking forward to this update video. As you can see, we have the Avalon Adventure board game out. We have Dungeon Crusade, and we're getting some really good light. It's kind of like, it's about 6 or 7 o'clock here. So we've been blessed with some very nice lighting. But I just wanted to touch base with everyone because I've been away for a few weeks. Well, I've been here, but man, I have been busy with the game and working on stuff with the family around the house. I finally got to the stuff I had to do for years because I was on Dungeon Crusade. So we'll just take another quick little scan over here. Here's our Dungeon UI board. I'm sure you veteran Crusaders are pretty familiar with all this. There's our new mercenary camp for the solo Crusader mode. Select one hero, your fetch hound, and you can hire a mercenary. Well, anyway, we're going to get into all of this, but really, welcome. It's so nice to be back with all of you, and I'm excited to tell you a lot of stuff. So, I'll tell you what, let me get my table here, and I did have to make notes because this is going to be a great update video. And man, seriously, I'm excited to be back with everyone, and I hope you're doing good. So give me a second. I'm going to set our camera up, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back. That was quite the little fly-through. Now, I want to start with something. It's so nice to be back. I have to say that. I miss chatting with you, and I love these kind of updates where it's off the cuff, and again, we have everything. We are immersed in the game. Now, for new Crusaders out there, this is a big game, but you don't need all of this out. And I'm going to explain why I had all this out. Because of the new video series that we're working on. I have help with this. Thank you. So that's why all of this is out. And plus, come on, it's summer. It's a huge summer update. Let's break out Dungeon Crusade. Let's talk about it, right? So that's why this is all out. Just again, remember, you don't need all of this stuff out to play the game. This was just for a special series that we're working on, which we're going to chat about. Okay, so I'll put you back down here, and I got to consult my notes here quickly. As I said, I hope you're doing good and having an awesome summer. I think we've been blessed with some really good weather around here. Okay, so moving right along. We're going to talk about this new video series in a moment. And at the end, I have a kind of a surprise game for you. It's a game you can pick up, but something I recently picked up. I have not had really a lot of time with it. I've played through it, but it's a good suggestion. I think that you'll enjoy, I think you'll really enjoy this game, especially if you like all this stuff and you like D&D. So stick around till the end, but let's talk business first. As you probably know, I'm so happy to be saying this, Dungeon Crusade, the reprint, this is all a reprint, has been at the manufacturers. I've been chatting with our awesome production manager. Her team is working on it. I put an update out a few weeks ago, so check the description of this video in the comment section. I always want to keep you guys in the loop. She let me know that this is their very peak busy season. They're working on other projects and games, but rest assured they are working on Dungeon Crusade. We're keeping in touch with them. In saying that, before I forget, the Pledge Manager will be open until August. Okay, no worries. Don't have to go in there. Don't think it's going to shut anytime soon. I never want to, we never want to do that. You'll have fair warning before it closes. When in August? I'm going to have to say mid to end of August. We're kind of playing it by ear because the ball is in the manufacturer's court, of course. And I just, fully respect what they're working on. We're in their schedule. They're working on it. Her one colleague is putting the proofs together, so I'll share that with you so you can see everything. And how about we move, I'll tell you what, let me move you over here so we can look at the beautiful Avalon Adventure board game. Man, the lighting is like, hopefully this video comes out good. The lighting is like so perfect to show this game off. So I did want to let you know that, okay? Plenty of fair warning when the pledge manager will be closing. So just take your time, relax, research the game, watch some videos, especially we're going to chat about this new video series. So I wanted to chat with you about that. So we're on track, everything's going good, and they're saying that the games will be ready towards the end of August, okay? The printing will be done, they will be shipping out. Yes, there is late pledging available, but again, rest assured, you have plenty of time. We never want to say, oh, you gotta go pledge now. No, nothing like that. So just wanted to touch base with you on that. But if you need any help with anything, please let me know. And as I said before, if you need help with changing your address, you got to check on something, please let us know. I will personally help you out to make sure you're all squared away, and make sure that your email is in your order, because that's how you're going to get your tracking numbers when everything ships out, okay? So I just want to touch on that. Let's move the camera to another angle and let's chat about this new series that you're going to be very surprised about, and I think you're going to be looking forward to it. That's what I've been doing, is scripting out this new video format that we're going to be doing. So let's move the camera over to the other side of the dungeon and let's chat. And I must say, we have been really blessed with some nice, the sun's kind of setting, but man, I think the colors just really pop in the dungeon when the lighting is like this. Oh, this is the Ancient Runes, and of course you are a new Crusader. This is the Ancient Runes. All dungeon boards measure 3 by 2 feet. And there's 3 other dungeon boards in the game. There is, on the reverse side of this, is the Tomb of Kaladar, the ultimate death trap dungeon. Your heroes will die. And then in the double expansion pack, we have the Castle Blackwood and the Cavern of Lost Souls. So 4 dungeons in total. So I wanted to chat with you guys because this is something kind of big for this channel, and you're going to be very surprised when you hear this coming from me. So throughout, the years of doing Dungeon Crusade, there have been long videos, very long. I don't want to do that anymore. I really don't. It just takes a lot of time. So here's the thing that I was chatting with people and we came up with. We're going to do these featurette videos, and I've been wanting to do this, and now with, the game in production, I want to do this for you guys and for new people coming into it. So let me explain what this is. And I want to do this update video before releasing this new series. There is so much in Dungeon Crusade. There is just so much in this game. And before we talk, I'm going to briefly scan around and just show you just to give you an idea leading into this series, okay? Let me move the camera and let's just briefly touch on this. Okay, and you'll get where I'm going. I'm going to have to jostle you around, so prepare to be jostled around. But keep this in mind. The reason I want to do this video, or these videos, there is so much in Dungeon Crusade. There truly is. I was so passionate about this game. There's the Avalon Adventure board game, of course, you can start with. And if your heroes make it through Avalon, you can import them into Dungeon Crusade. There's that aspect. And then, there's the gold, silver, and bronze treasure chests. The runes of eternity, the runes that the heroes have to find. Rejuvenation potions. This is all just in the Avalon Adventure board game, the Fate track. We have, of course, all of the different adventure cards for this. Our battle board. Moving on to Dungeon Crusade, I love monsters, and we all want monsters in the game. There's guardian monsters, champion monsters, and remember something, when you see those tokens, that's associated with champion monsters. Champion monsters lurk in the chambers of the dungeon. There's inside these chambers, there's dual monster chambers. There's so much in Dungeon Crusade. There's the different warfare types. I messed my dice up. The 6 different warfare types represented by these dice. Hero cards. How to rally heroes. Inside the dungeon, the patrol route system. And I gathered some tokens here. There's mining and crafting in Dungeon Crusade. There's the unique lockpicking system in Dungeon Crusade. There's secret rooms. There's traps. There's crates you can smash open. Treasure chest system. Mystery chambers. And mystery chambers. Of course, and here's all of the other mining stuff over here. The Dungeon UI board. The village board. my point is this, everything, Dungeon Crusade is huge, but it has very easy game mechanics. Your mind's more on the strategy, tactics, and planning. That's why I designed this. I don't like complex stuff. It's girthy, but it's easy to understand, once you watch the videos and see how to play it. But my point is I'm going to set you back down here, talking about all this, I want to create a video series where the videos are only 2 to 4 minutes long. If it's over 4 minutes, it's going to get cut. Where we could, almost like an encyclopedia video series. So, the first video that I have scripted out is just going to be an introduction. And I won't be talking like this. It'll just be, straight talking about, what Dungeon Crusade is, the Avalon Adventure board game, probably about 4 minutes. Next will be an origins video. I'd like to show people, what inspired me to create this. But then they're probably only going to be about 2 or 3 minutes. So people can just come in, watch it for a few minutes, not take a lot of people's time, and we could touch on, like I said, what are mystery chambers? Chat a few minutes what those are. How do you pick locks on treasure chests and secret doors? We chat about that. Hey, here's the mining system, 2.5, 3 minute video. Really quick and to the point, so on and so forth. Village board, the mercenary camp, everything. So when the series is done, we're going to have this huge series of only 2 to 4 minute videos where people could look at, special abilities. Okay, you know what? They have a video here about, special abilities, and explain to people, well, that's, the life force cost, that's your essence cost. That means this doesn't have to be channeled. This is level 3. You can use this in a chamber. You can use this in the corridors of the dungeon, so on and so forth. So we'll have these like bite-sized featurette videos, as I'm calling them, where they could come in. You don't got to take a lot of time, or I don't take a lot of your time, and you can see exactly what you need to find in Dungeon Crusade. You like the sound of that? I think it'll be very cool to do. So, and before I forget this, the whole format, like, the video, how you saw the video start for this one, I've changed all that. There's going to be a new sleek, quicker, this like intro to all the videos, and I think you'll enjoy that. That's what I've been working on. It's been busy, guys. Seriously, but I love hanging out with you and telling you that. So that is what I was excited about as I dropped my pointer pen. This new video series of 2 to 4 minutes. Again, we'll talk about a hero card. We'll break down, the different attributes here, the warfare types. We're going to go over the 6 different warfare types, that offers true party building in Dungeon Crusade. So my point is, there's so much unique stuff. The quest tables, we're going to chat about that. How are you victorious in Dungeon Crusade? Well, you got to complete the main quest, side quest, and kill the guardians. Guardians are the big guys here. Think bosses. So I think that this new series, we've never done anything like this. I think it's going to be very well received. Nothing too verbose or long. And you could just come right in and just, that's what the quest tables are. That's what the Guardian spawn track is, teleport track, minion population, so on and so forth. So I hope that you like the sound of that. I'm excited, to start shooting it. I've been scripting out some things, what to say. And my point is, at the end of all this, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised how much is in Dungeon Crusade, how many unique features, and you'll learn about it very quickly. Okay, let me set the camera back down and we'll wrap this up. Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this little update. The most important thing, of course, is the game is, at the manufacturer. They're working on it, and I'm just so happy with it. You know what? I'm sorry, I meant to say this at the beginning. There was all the revisions to the game. The revised rule book. People have been looking at that. Very nice, comments coming back from that. Also, important, when this new video series goes live, we will have that revised rulebook in PDF format for you, download it, check it out. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Much, much slimmer and to the point. And thank you to my good friend Ilpo. He was the editor on the Dungeon Crusade part of it, and he did an awesome job. So the other revisions, of course, scalable difficulty reference card, the new combat system, the revised combat system, anything that was, an issue that someone said, hey, can you clear this up, do this? We did it. And I'm very happy and proud of where the game is at now. It's truly been perfected and honed. Okay, I had to pause the video to make sure I said everything, and I think I did. We're about to get to this little surprise recommendation I have for you for a game you could play over the summer or into the fall, whenever you want to play it. But I think you're going to enjoy this. But above all, I'm happy we did this update. I love hanging out with you guys and chatting with you in the comment section. I love you guys. I hope you're just having a great summer and enjoying any games you're playing. Speaking of enjoying games, okay, so this here, let me explain to you. I have wanted this game since it came out back in 2020. And I think you guys know who I am. I was totally on Dungeon Crusade and all that. Excuse me, Scooter. I'm sorry for Scooter. But, I just work before pleasure. So now that it was in production, just a few weeks ago, I found this. This was very hard to find. Pardon me for one moment. Sorry about that. I have 3 crazy dogs, YOLO, Caesar, and Scooter was acting up. Anyway, back to this. I played a little of this. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to get back to it, but, Dungeon Crusade comes first. My friends, I would highly recommend for you to check out Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is out for PC, but I love playing on console for the last few years. PS4, and it's out for Xbox One. And I want to give huge props to this company, and I want to say it is Owl Games, I believe. So they came out in 2020 with Pathfinder Kingmaker, and this is based off of the paper and pen board game, card game, Pathfinder. And man, guys, I loved what I played of this game. If you are into this, if you're in, of course, in the Pathfinder, if you're into D&D, really check this out. And why I have to give props to, it's Owl Games, I believe. They were on Kickstarter, and there were a few, like anything, there was a few issues, a few bugs with the game, but they were quick to address it, and I'm happy to say that it's been updated and it's been patched. I think it was like a 36 gig patch, and it's very stable from what I played of it. I'm going to do a horrible job of doing a quick review on it. You can create your own party members, but what I liked was, some of you know, like when I play MMORPGs or any kind of game like that, I always have a female hero, red hair, I name her Charcy, and she usually is armored up with like a double-handed bastard sword. I just go in swinging and kill everything. So I created a barbarian hero, but the cool thing is, once I created that, it opened up like 4 subclasses. And there was like, what was it? Like a nature barbarian, armored Hulk. And so my character, Charcy, is a barbarian, but she can wear heavy armor because it's that subclass of, I think it was called Armored Hulk. And I played, the tutorial does a good job of teaching you the game. And you don't have to worry about saving throws. That's all in there. And they show you the dice rolls as it happens. But what I played the tutorial, and then it was so cool that it's almost like, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Avalon here, but there's a fog of war. So once you get your quest, and I won't give you any spoilers, but you start out on this map, but it's like a fog of war, and my party got ambushed by these wolves. And then it kind of taught you that you have to camp out. You have to, pitch a tent, you got to make a fire, and you can send your heroes out to get rations, food, things like that. And where I'm at now is at a trading post, and there's other heroes showing up. I won't give you a spoiler what happens, but it's very awesome. But now sort of the game has opened up, and I'm at this trading post where I can pick, I believe, different heroes or adventures and go out on quests. There is dungeons in this game from what I heard about it. So there you go. There's an overview of it. It's kind of rare to find that. I've noticed it's kind of going up in price. I had to drive a little bit to get this, and I paid GameStop. It was $30. If you are into and there's a turn-based mode. There's real-time and turn-based. They added the turn-based to this. If you like this kind of stuff and speccing out your heroes like this, definitely check out Pathfinder. I think you'll really enjoy it. And big props to Owl Games. I think that is Owl Games. It's something Owl Games. Owl. You know, they stepped up, they fixed everything, patched it. Huge props to them, and I think you'll really enjoy Pathfinder Kingmaker. Maybe at night I'll try to get like an hour or so in, but I'm excited about the new video series. Guys, I think that's about it. And we'll go here in the dungeon as we fade out. Thank you so much for your time. See what I mean? Look at that lighting. It just the dungeon really pops with when like the sun's setting through the windows over here. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys. I'll be back. It's going to take me a few days. We're going to get the intro out to the new series. I'm not sure what to call it yet, actually. Maybe a quick in-depth look at the Avalon Adventure board game and Dungeon Crusade. So, new series for you, 2 to 4 minute videos. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you, and we'll have a good time. All right, everyone, have a great night, great day. Enjoy your summer, and I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye-bye.